George, I've been waiting to have you on for a couple of years now. And discretion, this is live, okay? There's no
Mhm.
editing. This is raw. This is Stories Unlocked. Welcome.
Thank you for having me. Thank you to White Marketing. What a sensational setup.
It is. It is. It is. It's a hangout.
I haven't done anything like this before in my life, and I'm a bit excited and confused.
Let's take it away. You're in good hands. Georgie, take us back as far back as you can remember. As a little kid, 4 or 5 years old, what was it like growing up in the Nittis family?
I grew up in a fish shop with a pedal car and a driveway in Great North Road, and I would cut chips at 5 years of age with a machine that they produced. I would come back from school with good friends like Claude from Echo Restaurant and other high-level people, but I won't mention them. And we would cut potatoes with a machine after school and fill up the drink fridge. That was my job. Then I would have a chicken roll.
Okay, so as far back as you can remember, your mum, your dad, so very hardworking. We're talking 7 days a week. I'm feeling.
Weapons. They work Monday to Saturday because I wanted to go to church on Sunday.
But and the early age, like 4 or 5 years old, like would your parents take you on holidays? Was that a thing?
We didn't even know what that means. Holidays weren't available until we got to our 30s and our 40s.
And your father, your mother, of course, we know Greek heritage. Tell us about how they came here.
My father came here at 11 years of age as an orphan because his parents got killed in the war. And he worked in a fish and chip shop.
11 years old, he came.
11.
So he would have been one of the
First
Greeks
Castoricians.
to hit Australia.
Yeah.
That's early days.
Yeah. And he came and lived with his auntie. She brought him up. And he worked like a dog in the fish shop.
What fish shop was this?
In Great North Road. It was called Five Dock Seafoods. Then it became Chris's Seafoods when he bought it.
And what age did he buy it? Testing.
18, 19.
Wow.
Because he worked at Nestle's chocolate factory, second shift, to make enough money to buy the place.
Wow.
He was working for £3. I don't know what that's worth in today's value. And he bought a house within a year in Garfield Street, 5 Dock, and he still owns it. And I can't move him from there.
And your mum? Tell us about your mum.
My mum saw a little photo of my dad, and some lady said, I'll marry you to this guy. So she came from Greece without knowing my father. My father went and picked her up at the ship where all the boats came.
I was a matchmaker.
Yeah.
It's better than Tinder.
Bro, yeah. But he tapped her on the shoulder.
Yeah.
And she nearly knocked him out. He goes, hang on, we're not even married yet. You want to knock me out? They've been married for 66 years.
Wow.
I happen to be one of the products and my sister.
And tell me, at what age did your father and mother have yourself?
On my mother's 21st birthday present.
Okay, you figured it out.
Oh, yeah. And she lies. Because she's 81 now and she still lies because I'm 60. I know how old my mother is. And my father's 91.
Wow. And he's good for 91.
No.
Giddios.
She was in here, she came in today. Oh, do you want me to cook something for you? I said, come tomorrow, Mum. So she'll come and cook because she doesn't want to see her kids suffer. She's a weapon. She out-cooks me.
All right. So 21 years old, your parents, that's how old they were. You come along and they've got the fish shop in Five Dock.
Correct.
Father's shop in Five
Great
Dock.
North Road.
And where did you go to school?
Five Dock Public School and De La Salle Ashfield.
So in Five Dock Public School, you're 5 years old. Are you like the popular kid in school? Or are you the quiet one? Who?
I couldn't even speak English, bro. I was still speaking Greek. So my teacher, Miss White, was a very good sort. I'm allowed to say that. She was a very good sort, Miss White. 1A. I was in class 1A. We had this blonde, very lovely. And I wanted to go to the toilet. I didn't know how to say it in English. Anyway, eventually, because my father's shop was opposite where Coles is now, which was a police station. So you the coppers as well. Five Docks changed a lot. It was a cop station. I loved Five Dock Public School because I would walk 400 meters to go to school.
Yeah.
Mad.
Cool. So, in Five Dock Public School, what is it? Mostly Aussies? Is it mixed? Was there Wogs back there in Five Dock? What's Five Dock? Italians?
Want to know the truth? It was a wog world.
All Wogs.
It was all Italians.
Yeah.
And a few Greeks.
Yeah.
I was one of the few Greeks. But it was all Italians. Five Docks changed now. There's still a few Italians trying to hang out, but they're dying off. And now it's the wannabe suburb for the new age. Five Docks changed a lot.
Okay, so in public school, kindergarten to year 6, you're going to school, but after school, you're helping your parents out. And is this something that your parents just needed your help? Is it something you want to do? Was it the money? What was it?
No.
Pocket money, or what's going on?
Now, I would come home from school. My first job was to fill the drink fridge and then cut potato chips. And I had friends from school help me out. They now got some of the best restaurants. Echoes, Conditi's, that.
It's Conditi's from Five Dock.
He was a Drummoyne boy. We're all Drummoyne boys. We all grew up together.
Wow.
My father supplied his father. It goes back too far. How far do you want to go back, Harry?
And tell me, this shop now in Five Dock, is it the busy shop? Is it one that just ticks along? What?
It went well.
Yeah.
I took over it for a while.
How? So we're still in public school. It's a busy shop.
Yep.
You're working 7 days a week. You're going to school, then going
6 days a week.
6 days
Sunday
at
they were
church.
closed because
Sunday closed. Yeah.
Sunday closed because they were church people.
But the Sunday wasn't a good day for fish.
No, but going back 40 years, there wasn't such thing as 7 days.
A bit more religion.
It was more family life. Then Coles and Woolworths and all those people, I won't just tell me to keep it clean, right? They ruined family life. And my parents still closed on Sundays. My shop is open on Sundays. I didn't go to church yesterday because I didn't have enough staff.
We'll get there. We've got a big story. We've got a big story, but we get to high school. What high school are you at again?
De La Salle Andrew Moyne boys,
Yeah.
because I got expelled from both because I used to punch on. Oh, short-tempered. I think I still am. But I'm old now. But
How were you in high school?
I used to jig a lot,
What would you do?
go to the beach,
Which beach?
Bondi, Wollongong, Newcastle. I had a car at 14. My best mate was Tony Andrews that owned the Ampol service station on Great North Road, which is no longer exists. It's now a building. And we bought a car and we would drive unlicensed to the beach.
14 years old.
Yeah. Am I incriminating myself right now?
I don't think they can get you. I think you're sweet.
All right.
We'll see. We'll see if the feds rock up tomorrow.
Who cares?
All right. So, and you pushed it. I mean, you couldn't go onto a close beach, but you want to drive all the way to Wollongong.
Shit, yeah. You gotta have a day off. Have a day off.
Tell me, high school, was it just the, were you still working at the fish shop during high school? Or did you kind of,
After high school, I had to work at the fish shop.
during high school?
Yeah, I had good. The funny thing is, I had very good grades. I got into Sydney Uni for law, but I didn't want. My sister is a teacher. I was supposed to be a lawyer, but I didn't enjoy it. I didn't want to pluck. I like cooking. I like feeding people, and I dumped it in the guts and went and opened a shop.
So, we're in high school. You've jumped a few high schools. You've running a bit of a muck.
Yeah.
From an academics point of view, what subjects did you do back in high school? 11, 12. You stayed to year 12?
Level 4 maths.
Yeah.
I don't know. Do you guys still have that?
I think we have I don't know. Level 4.
Level 4 maths.
Okay.
I did level 3 English, geography. I can't remember the last subject. But I know I got 489 in HSC when it was 500.
Right. It was different back then. It was called something else.
Yeah.
Did you study?
Not much. I was a genius. I have an IQ of 143.
I think the average is 90. Watching the other day, the highest IQ in the world was 190.
Einstein and I, born the same day, with the same IQ.
Is that right?
Correct.
What's your birthday?
11th of February.
All right, up on the screen. Proof check that. Proof check that.
Proof check it.
We'll pop it up on the screen. Something in the stars.
Yeah.
Okay, so you leave high school. What's going on in George Nittis's life?
I'm supposed to go to university.
Supposed to. Your parents wanted you to go. And how are your parents? The shop going well in 5 Dogs? Still got the shop in 5 Dogs? Ranking.
So I go help them.
Were you close with your sister back then?
Yep.
Yep, cool.
Because I came home from a nightclub one night. My sister's got all these books on a big table like you've got over there. I go, what are you doing? She goes, we're doing the HSC tomorrow, stupid. I go, shit, subject, English. So I've come from a nightclub in a Mercedes Sports. And
where'd you get the Mercedes Sports from, George?
I used to sell bikes and fish and everything I could.
Okay.
So
back in school, you were doing bits and pieces too.
I'm always a businessman, mate.
But in high school, you were buying, selling. You were
a businessman is a businessman.
Did you was it the money? Did you get a kick out of it? Why were you doing that during high school?
Because I like cars.
It was more a passion for cars, and you were making some money back then, and
you need to make money to buy the car.
Yeah.
So We rock up at the HSC for English, day one. My sister's got 7,000 books. I've got 1 page of notes. She goes, what are you doing? I go, important bits. All this shit you're reading is rubbish. She goes, okay, you take me tomorrow? I go, yeah. Because she did her HSC the year before. She's younger than me by 1 year. But she didn't get enough points to get into uni. So because I got expelled from all the schools, I went to Meadowbank College of TAFE to get my HSC. So I would take my sister, my Merc. So I get back from the club, my sister's studying, and I'm going, is this relevant?
You don't want to? No.
Anyway, I said, what are you doing? She goes, it's English tomorrow, stupid. Okay. Why you got so many books on there? She goes, oh, these are all the notes. Okay. Yeah. She goes, what? You got 1 page. That's what it's all about. You're going to write 5 pages, but you need 1 page of notes. Anyway, we zoom off. I'm still half cut, drunk. I smash a car in the car park at the TAFE. I go to the guy, don't worry, bro. I'll fix you up when I get out. I've got to go do my HSC. I'll come back and fix you up. Because he was backing out as I'm zooming into the car park. I said, my car's worth more than yours. And he goes to me, don't worry, I've got to do the HSC. I said, when it's finished, we'll fix it up. So we're doing our test. I finished the walk off. My sister goes, what are you doing? I'm finished. She goes, well, it's done. I ended up scoring 98% because I've got the memory of an elephant, I suppose. Because there's a lot of ways to look at life. See, that's what I like about Ari. He looks at life from attack mode, not from, I don't want to be taught, I want to learn. Do you understand what I just said?
Yes, I understand. And I heard something, you talk about IQ, right? There's 2 ways. Someone was explaining how IQ works. So IQ is like a camera, right? And you know how a camera's got zoom, it can really focus into a subject? That is how high an IQ is. How much can you zoom in and get a subject and be able to understand that? But there's another thing that there's a lot of individuals out there that have extremely high IQs, and you probably know them, but their aperture. So aperture, in a camera, there's a thing called aperture, and it's how much light gets put in. Sometimes people get so zoomed in that, and they're very good with the subjects.
They miss out the rest.
They miss out on the forest. They're looking at the tree, but they miss out on the forest. So
I'm a forest man.
You're a forest man, but you can also zoom it
if I need to.
If you need to. Isn't that an interesting way of? It's a logical way. The bigger picture.
I thought that was normal, Ari. So you're now telling me that's not normal?
I think I'm pretty sure we're not all the same.
You're not always sitting here?
Yeah.
Because you have that idea as well. He's a smart man. He looks at there, take the blinkers off, look at everywhere.
The bigger picture.
What about the big picture?
That's it. All right, so we come out of high school. What are you doing in the first year? Are you got side hustles? Are you still into your cars? Are you still working at the fish and chip shop? What's going on?
I go to work for my parents because that's what good rich boys do.
And you're working with your parents 7 days a week. By the way,
6.
Theo, you want a scotch neat? Do you want a vodka or something? Let's have one.
Vodka. Let's have vodka.
Yeah, done. That's all good. We'll have one each. I'm gonna have one with Georgie.
Yeah.
It's all right. Come on, T. It's all right.
All
You're
right.
just hanging out. You just got in the back of the thing, and we'll do the vodka. Shout out to Offshore Vodka. He's got a bottle back there.
Well, what do you got?
Got this stuff. Oh, you know what? Do the Ozus. We'll have an Uzo. We're gonna have an Uzo.
If I Uzo, we're gonna
Come
have
on, there. I did one with Con D. Hey, I did a podcast like this with Con, and we cracked an Uzo. It's only right.
All right.
All right, we're having an Uzo.
CD, I'm going to have an Uzo for you. Play golf today.
We had a good one. We had a good chat, actually.
Are we taping now?
We're taping. We're on. This is all live. TU's in the back, whatever. We're going to grab the photo soon. As we go on, we'll relax.
I'm not being bad, right?
You're good, George.
Because
You're good. It's live, it's raw.
Well, why keep marketing? That's how we do it.
Well, that's it. We be authentic. All
Thank
right.
you, my friend, and one for we have an Uzo. What?
It's an Uzo. Grab the bottle too. We actually did the whole brand and marketing for this. So also check this out. What's it say? Mazi me filos. You like that?
That's sick.
Mazi me filos. So we drew that and we themed it. It's going to be at our next boat party. We're going to do a bar of Uzo.
All right.
Matt, he's got raspberry Uzo. He's got all these different Uzos. It's all different. Pop the bottle there. Yeah. Mazi me filos.
And that's what we are.
Yeah, well, that's what it is.
At the end of the day,
Ella.
Llamas.
Llamas. All right. We're here. We come out of high school. What's going on?
I work for mum and dad,
Yes.
and they're
I get flashbacks of another one with this man.
I work with mum and dad, and they've got a busy shop in Five Dock. But for me, the food quality was bordering on shit on 1968, which is what they used to do. And I said to my parents, I can't sell this food. Anyway, back then, there was a bank called the State Bank. Never forget this. And I got a bad memory. Can I tell you the true story?
Talk to me.
A guy called Garnet Cambridge. What a name. Garnet Cambridge. He's passed away now. He ran the State Bank in Five Dock and would come every Friday for flathead fillets and chips, and I would put it on for him, right? Yeah, and I go, can't work with my oldies anymore. I need money. He goes, you come Monday, I will give you $50,000.
What's that equivalent to today? For the viewers, for the young ones,
Oh,
for me. 50 grand back then. That's what, 41 years ago.
$1 million.
Wow.
And I sold my GT Phase 3 Falcon as a deposit. And I opened Ocean Foods.
Where it is today, Drummoyne?
Yep. Left my parents, got into a punch-up because
You're a bit close to $5 Drummoyne.
doesn't matter, my food was better. And I went, no. And my mum goes, you're never going to make any money there. You're in the middle of nowhere. There was no shop on Lyons Road.
Can we grab those photos back there? Keep it going. But so you bet it's close. Are you now a little bit competition? Or
Yeah,
lots
sort of.
people, sort of.
They all knew me.
Yeah.
Show the other ones too.
But I'm sure your parents would have been very proud of you too. At the same time.
No, punch-up world.
So that comes later on.
That's a secular note.
Put them next to George. All right, first you open Ocean Foods. Now, obviously, you've worked
I was
with a fish and chip
18
shop,
years old, bro.
but you must have like fallen on your face many times. I mean, you
The
gotta
first 6 weeks, I lost money.
yeah. What happened? What was like day one like?
I shat my pants. I lost money for 6 weeks, Ari.
Yeah.
And then I met Mary. And I've got to mention Mary.
When did Mary come into the picture?
About week 4,
Where did Mary come from?
she lived 5 houses down the road. And she goes, "Can I have a part-time job?" I said, "Yeah, no worries."
How was Mary back then?
Uh, Same as what she is now, but with black hair. I told her to come tonight, but she was too nervous. She goes,
We
"You
could have had
go."
the three-way podcast.
Oh, yeah.
That would have been.
She's a terrible. I said to her, "Come. You're part of my life. 41 years of my life, this woman's been next to me.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Loyalty beyond belief." And she goes, "I need a part-time job." I said, "Yeah, okay." I looked at her, spoke to her for about 5 minutes. She now works full-time for the last 41 years. So how do you reckon that went? Not bad for her. She looks after me. When I want to go out, I go, "Mary, can I have some money?" So she's a very honest woman. Everybody knows her. And I throw all the blame on her. And she takes care of all the care. We had a massive offer on Ocean Foods last week.
We'll get there. We'll get there. First year of Ocean Foods. After 6 weeks, you're starting to figure it out. The wheels start turning.
We were losing money.
So, well, people just weren't rocking up.
No. I was given too good quality.
Okay.
At a cheap price.
Right.
And I said, "Mary, if we give them good food, they will come back." After 6 weeks, brother, we had the busiest shop in Sydney.
And that's facts, because I've heard that from many people.
We had queues out the door.
Yeah.
I lost a lot of money in the first 6 weeks. I was crying. I thought, how do I tell my father now I'm losing money? Back in 83, I lost $6,000 in the first week of trade. Now, what the F? I won't say the rest.
Thank you, George.
What the F am I doing wrong? In the second week, I lost $4,000. I go, what am I doing wrong? And the second week, I lost $3,000. And Mary looks at me and goes, "What are we doing?" I said, "Mary, give them good food. They will eventually come." Now we get run over. Like even yesterday, Sunday. Yesterday, Monday, Tuesday, Monday. Okay, yesterday, Sunday, you think buses pulled up to my business because we give good food.
Yeah. So what happened year number 2? What's going on?
I was making a shitload.
What were you doing with the money? Are you partying? Are you working? Are you reinvesting? What's going on with George? Leave the business. What's going on with George's life?
Oh,
What's
geez.
George doing? You too.
George is buying sports cars, fancy houses, fancy boats, and partying like an animal. Should I be saying this shit?
Why not? This is raw, uncut.
Okay, so
You're in the clear now. You are a free man to talk.
the feds will be here in 3 minutes. Anyway, so no, I had a good time.
You had a good time.
I bought lots of sports. I love my cars, women, and you know the rest of the story. Come on. So
You got a picture of yourself back in the day, and this is something that shocks people when they see it. I want to hold that one up. You got, and
no, that was
this is later on. This is like 10 years later.
No, this is.
How old are you there? Pull out, show the camera.
I hate this photo. That's me.
Yeah.
Ocean Foods is 2 years old.
That's 2 years.
I did a rebuild.
So this is fitting. So you must be what? 20. Open at 18.
29. No. This is after I've been married. That's my other wife. You know, I've had 5.
5 wives.
Yeah, number 5's waiting in your waiting room. Either brainless or big balls, one of the two. But this one's the best.
All right. What's going on, from year 5 to 10 of Ocean Foods? And in your own life, are you into fitness? Are you going overseas now? Are you going to Greece back then? What's going on?
No.
No, you never went to Greece when you
I
were young?
worked like an animal for 20 years, 7 days a week
You worked hard.
to make the money. I had to prove a point,
yeah.
bro. Because being from a Greek family and you leave the family to show them that you can make money, you'll die on your knees bleeding to prove that you can make the money. And I did it. So for 20 years, until my daughter was born, I did 7 days, 14 hours a day.
And
that was normal shit for me.
I've had my parents told me, and auntie and uncle tell me, and other people tell me, like, everyone knows George Ocean's, like, those early days that they would go there, you would always be on the on the thing.
And I still go. I went back. I'm back again because we can't get stuff. I'm only here tonight because you asked me.
I know. Well, I had to beg you. I said, George, man, it's a Monday. Sure,
And
you can get to Monday.
We're getting pumped, and I left the tools. People love seeing me. The boss is on the tools. I don't know why they get off on that. I don't know. One day I'm going to have to sell her, and whoever buys is going to F it.
There's only one George Ocean's, but so that first 20 years, I mean, at what age did you have in that 20 you have your daughter?
I was 38 when Paris was born.
38. 38 years old.
Yeah.
Wow, so you waited.
I look after Ocean Foods. That's the mothership.
Mm.
I'm a bit of a Trekkie, so I believe in motherships. And that's why my company's called Nittis Enterprise.
At 38 years old, how was it? I mean, at 38 years old, having your daughter, was that a life-changing time? Was that...
The child was in a pram in the shop while the mother was making boxes and answering phone orders. It didn't change my life. The shop comes first and still comes first, which is probably to my detriment. But Ocean Foods will come first.
And, I mean, 38 years old, you've got your daughter, but it's a very busy shop, so you're making money.
Yeah, all right.
And you weren't... Were you enjoying that money in a way to...
No, not really. If you're too busy.
But you could have.
Yeah, but I didn't know because I had the old wog mentality. Put it away, keep it there, too busy. I didn't blow money. But that's why I got money now.
It's funny because, I'd look at my grandfather, and I look at, oldies, and, they're so cool with, you see individuals that have made a lot of money and they drive a really, really simple car, or they only bought a nice car later on in life. But if you see the young ones, like, they get an 80K job and straight away they want the Merc. And they're like 19, 20, 21. They want that stuff. But the oldies never did that. They were, even when they were successful at 50, they were okay with the Holden and the Ford, and that's fine. Even though they were 20 times more successful.
Yeah.
Well,
Harry, that's the right way though.
It is.
I drive a $2,000 Yaris to work every day.
Yeah.
I've got $1 million cars now that I walk past and jump in a Yaris. The thing is, the old mentality is the right mentality. Pay everything off first, then buy your toys. If you own all your shit, buy whatever toy you want.
You get into financial planning, George.
Oh, no, it's the WOG way.
Yeah, but it makes sense. It makes sense. I mean, all those luxuries in those early days, until you get the machine going.
Yeah, some
they're
people
set.
can overextend themselves and stress themselves out.
Yep.
I think we've all been there.
It's not worth the stress, is it?
It is, because our ego, we want to be the best of the best. Then your ego gets in the way. Then the bank gets in the way. And then you want to have a crack at it. And if you know you're good, you make it. As yourself, as myself, as Condides, as a couple of others who I mentioned. And then you got other people that, I won't say Kambara, so I can say that. And other people that have a crack that can't make it. You've got to back yourself, because no one else will. But when you have a go at it, make sure you know what you do. Look at you. Remember the first time I ever met you?
This is a funny story. This is a very funny story.
I would like to go to that, because you're pumping me, I'm going to pump you.
No,
now.
it was funny because when I first started my company, I had one account. It was Patio Putney. It's my first account. Yep. My next door neighbor, which gave me a gig. And I knew with my values that if I work with one kind of cafe restaurant, say in Drummoyne, I'm not going to work with anybody else. I'm going to work with one. And I remember I went to your shop once. Should have gone more because I was a Bladesville boy. Went to your shop once, and I got. They made me feel special. I didn't know who it was, but there's a Greek gentleman behind the counter that I asked for fish, and I asked for something, and he looked at me. He goes, "Man, he's some prawn avo extra." He goes, "All right." He gave me the Greek service, that hospitality, and after that, I go, I freaking like these guys. They get hospitality. Theo made me feel special, and I didn't know who it was.
When he came,
I wanted
to sign me up.
Yeah,
I made him wait for half an hour. I thought, he's this young, fresh-faced kid, good-looking boy. And he was wearing these nice shoes. What was that colour?
I'll either wear black or brown. That's it.
No, they weren't.
Suede.
Velvet. They're cool.
There you go.
And I go, all right, we've got a mungo in the house. He gave me a bit of a spiel. I said, look, this is what I can afford to pay you. It's like four times more now because he's killing my life, but good luck to him. He looks after Ocean Foods. But I'm actually proud of him. I'm actually proud of you.
But you know what's funny? One day I had a little folder. I dropped the folder, and Theo goes, "Thank you." I put it on the boss's desk. And the next day, I went and dropped another folder. He goes, "Hey, he's actually already got a folder on his desk. It's all good. Yeah. But I'll leave a second one. It's all good." I went back a week later, and I dropped another folder to Theo. And as I'm walking out, my phone starts ringing. And there's a number which I didn't have. I answer it, and it was George, and he goes, "Stop effing harassing my staff. Come to my house now."
Yeah, that's it.
You hung up on me, and you texted me an address.
That's
and
it.
I'm sitting here going, holy shit. Do I rock up to this guy's house? I remember rocking up to your house.
That's right.
And you were blasting Greek music like through the whole Gladesville Bay.
I've got a nightclub.
Bay.
I had a nightclub.
Right? You brought me down, and you were there with Dion.
Yes.
You were there with Dion. And the neighbors were getting the shits. And you were going, don't worry about them.
The neighbors.
Hey, no swearing. It's all right.
Yeah, I didn't say that word.
Yeah. And I remember you were kicking back, and you said, all right, what do you want from me? That's what you said. What do you want from me? And then I started talking, and then you went, I like you. I
That's
like
the
you.
same.
That was it. Yeah, that was it.
That was over a decade ago, you know that.
8 years. 8 years.
8 years?
9 years.
Maybe a decade.
9 years. 9 years.
9 years. And I'm
That was
sitting
it.
on your super comfy lounge.
It's been good times. But okay, from 40 to 50, what's going on? From 40 to 50, no more kids.
Couple of marriages.
Couple of marriages. What's with that? You just
Uh,
you're an open-hearted man.
Okay, I take 5x5 lease on a woman. I never exercise the option. Women are very. What do you want me to tell you?
I think your standards are very high. We'll just leave it there. Your standards are very high.
I'm on number 5 now.
But Marina's a beautiful girl.
She's alive.
Woman.
Number 5's alive. And if she goes, well, that's so bad.
George, you've had a longer life than me, so I can't. I don't know how to.
Mate, do you think I give a shit? Sorry, was that a bad word?
It's all right, you're right.
I'm more a businessman. Now, I want to give you a bit of advice. If you look after your business too much, your relationships will fail. This is why my relationships fail. Because I gave 200% to Ocean Foods and 10% to my relationships. Because the mothership was the most important thing to me. I had a point to prove that we had the best fish and chips in the universe. Unfortunately, wives that wear Chanel, drive Mercedes and live on the water think I'm a bank robber, but I've got to spend 12 hours a day in that. Oh, your sister was in with her husband the other day.
Was you?
Yeah.
She told me you wouldn't take money from her.
No
Come
way.
on, George. You can't be doing that.
Mate.
You do that to way too many people.
Yeah, well, people that are good to me, I'm good to them.
I don't rock up to your shop anymore unless I carry cash because I know they won't do it. And if I don't leave it, they bottle. I can't do it.
But your family.
Okay.
And your sister's family. My wife recognised that and goes, okay, and she, because I see her always done up.
Yeah.
It's Ari's sister, you stupid. Okay. All right. Those. She was there the other day. She goes, I got no charge, just compliment. Because it's not about the money. You can't pay me enough to be here right now. I can't pay you enough to be here right now.
So it's a passion project. There is no transaction.
No.
There's nothing.
Nothing.
How's that? How do you tell the younger generation that
they're not going to get it, bro? We're the last of the Mohicans. You just scraped in because you had a wog father and mother.
It's got to be about a relationship over a transaction. Has to be.
A word transaction. That's the only thing I do with banks, bro. And it's in the millions when I do it. This is a friendship job. I'm here because you asked me.
That's it. All right. So you're still kicking goals. I mean, 40 to 50.
41 years old. Don't make me that old, please.
Okay. How old are you now?
61.
Okay. All right. You're good. You're sweet. You're sweet.
My wife's 40. Just turned
40. But let's talk about, you were quadruple the size.
Oh, that was only for 9 months.
Okay. Tell me about that. Because that's eye-opening. I mean, you go into Ocean Food.
Okay,
there's a
1990, I opened.
Pull some photos out.
89, I opened Ocean Food. In 90, my wife tells me she doesn't want to have children. I get depressed. I put on 70 kilos
How in
in,
that?
in 8
Sure.
weeks. Yeah, you take it.
Let me see it.
Do the work, bro.
We'll pop it up. What we'll do, we'll scan them. We'll pop them up in this paper. But you were how many kgs were you?
I topped out at 183.
You that
That's 183.
and what were you doing? Were you just unhappy? You were just thinking you were
I was
enjoying
drinking
yourself?
12 bottles of Coke a day,
Yeah.
Coca-Cola,
Yes.
glass, 1 litre.
Yeah.
You weren't even born. And I was eating pizzas and kilo steaks at Echo's restaurant with Claudio and Echo's at Doc. My life's been a roller coaster, bro.
And what was with that? How were you feeling? You were just
Fucking embarrassed. I swore, yeah. I don't care.
we're past it now.
No one, in the 90s, no one got divorced.
Why is that?
That's how it was. It was wild world. We're talking 90. We're 2024. So what's that? 34 years ago. Were you born then?
1995.
So you just scraped in. This shit didn't happen. I spent $500,000 on a wedding. 91. No, I didn't say that. A Mediterranean house. Yasu Faslu.
Shout out to who is it? Fossil.
Falsto. His son is a real estate agent in Des Moines now. And the thing is, you think you're getting married to the one and only. You get a second only, third only. In my case, I'm on the fifth only. Because I have zero tolerance of bullshit. Both at work, in my house, in my life. Does it make me a bad person? I don't know. I will tell you straight how it is. This fish is shit. These chips are shit. This is nice. I will tell you how it is. Unfortunately, in the new world, what is it called, woke?
You stay woke.
I'm not into woke at all. That shit, no. Because if it's they or them, they should work twice as fast because there's two of them. So I just like everything to be, because I'm an old man, old school. If I give you my hand, it's my honour. When I die, you come to my funeral, or you're going to see me in a suit, and I take my honour and my integrity with me. That's all I give a shit about.
Yep.
Yeah, if I sell good fish and chips in between, good on me. My calamari is pretty tender.
Now, you're a proud Greek. One of the proudest. How many times do you reckon you've been back to Greece in your life?
27, 28. Because COVID fucked it. So I didn't say that word.
There's a break.
Yeah. But I go every year.
Is that something that gives you life?
You joking? Our blood. Look at these veins, bro. These veins.
Now we're talking.
These veins are Greek veins. Our culture.
What happens? What do you feel when you step out of Vagilismo Airport?
Uh,
What do you feel? What do you feel?
I start crying because I'm home. I was born here, but that's my home. I'm as Greek as you can get. I'm a big Wago, Choco, whatever you want to call me. I don't care. I'll start Rosman. I don't care. We are the sharpest, shiftiest race there is. The Lebos thinks they got it on us. They haven't. There's just more of them. The Greeks, we invented mathematics, engineering, architecture, the alphabet.
Vale.
Well, what the fuck have we not invented?
Democracy.
Yeah. And the Lebos come in and go, chop, chop,
All
chop,
right.
chop, chop. Come on. Come on. I think if I'm being out of control, Tommy.
All right. When you go to Greece, where do you go, man? What's the? Because I know. Every year, when it hits winter, George is off, and you'll be talking about it leading up.
I'll go to Rhodes,
Yeah.
pick up my boat. Bro, I can't say this because I'm going to divorce court February 3rd.
No boat.
No boat. So I don't go to boat. And I go to Mykonos and I have a little bit of fun there and go to rehab. And then Rhodes.
Did you say Mykonos is rehab for you?
After Mykonos, you need to go to
A
rehab.
little bit of rehab.
If you do 2 weeks in Mykonos.
That's a long time.
Yeah.
It's a long time.
And if you're Namos or Scorpios and doing these ones, not that I know, at the Yamas.
And it's Simi, right? Simi is the place where...
Yeah, I think my mum bought me a house there. Yeah, we've got a little house there.
Now, something could be going off topic, but how would you describe the word philotimo to individuals that are not Greek?
Being a genuine human being that gives a shit about someone that suffers and you give from yourself to try and cover their repair. And that's as best as I can do for you.
That's the Urban Dictionary, philotimo.
I don't know what it says in the dictionary.
It's around that.
It's loyalty, bro. You know I'm here tonight because of philotimo. Do you think anyone else could drag me out? I don't even know where I am. I'm Parramatta somewhere.
You don't come out Parramatta idea. When was the last time you came to Parramatta?
I have to check my visa. But he asked me. Okay, I rocked up a bit late because,
Break time.
But I knew he planned it anyway.
I did. So let's look to wrap it up. If there's one piece of advice that you would give to a 10-year-old George, what would it be?
Wow. That's a massive question.
I ambushed you with that one, didn't I?
Yeah. That was like a Sherman tank. You know what? Just be who I was. I've done all right. I'm happy with who I was. With my F-ups and my ups. You go where your instinct takes you. That's why you are where you are. That's why I'm sitting right here. Because you had, can I say it, Hibia?
They won't know what it means. You can say it.
All right. And that's what got us where we are. And you're still pushing the envelope. So I love you. Because you're having a crack.
You have to.
If you don't have a crack.
We're going to die one day, right?
Yeah, but it's not about the money, bro. It's about the achievement. I know I've got the best fish and chips. Yeah, I might have $1. He's got the best media company. He might have $1. But if they put us in a box, we're going in a suit. It's the better achievements.
Yeah.
Our honor, integrity.
So what I'm hearing is you came from an ultra working class family. You worked 7 days a week, and you had uh, those heavy
Bro,
Greek values within.
super fucking league right now.
Yeah, you had those values within you. You came through.
And built them up.
Yeah, I mean, public school, high school. You were already doing little bits and pieces in the business world. You were out to prove a point at 18 years old. You went all in. You had your pride and joy. You had your car. You sold it. You put your back against the wall. To buy Ocean Foods at 18 years old, and
To build
knowing
it.
it could have gone really, really bad,
With
or it could have worked out. And you rolled the dice.
Before you were born, I was paying $3,316.86 a month to the bank. 12 months my father gave me, put his house down. I sold my face-free GT. I now have 3 of those sitting in a garage in a line to remind me what I sold to buy Ocean Foods and build it.
You rolled the dice, and you've lived life, to put it quite short, on your own terms. You've worked hard. You've you've earned it all yourself, self-made in that retrospect. And I mean, George is raw. George is I think that's what it is.
You know what the satisfaction
there's no filter.
I'll tell you what the satisfaction is. We all have one father, right? Okay? All of us. If you can make more than your father or make your father proud, you've kicked a goal. And that's what I wanted to do. You've done it. I've done it. And now you know what I'm talking about.
It's true, isn't it? In the it's a
great thing. It's a great thing.
It's
a great thing.
Honor, isn't it?
You want to honor your father. Baba, look what I've done.
You look at
why you think your father doesn't think the world of you? Or my father doesn't think the world of me? Tells me off because I own too many cars and motorbikes, but he loves it, telling me off. His father loves it because Ari builds more studios and projects and shit on the planet. But that's what we do.
It's one of those things that not many cultures they'll they'll call the son after the father, the patera. They don't. It's not a thing. There's a big emphasis on.
My daughter's called after my mother. If I have with my new wife a son, I'll call after my father.
And why is that? Is that just you just say tradition, or do you think that's
I don't want the name to die in my hands. So if I can have a Christos, my father's always backed me, even though I've been a dickhead. He has backed me. Sorry, that's not what.
That's fine. No. It's fine. We're past that.
No, my dad used to do stupid things. I don't know whether you do when you were young. I think most people, but my old man would back me, pick me up, wrap me up, put me back into work. That's where the Greek word malaka came from. When you did malakias, your father would fucking pack it up and fix it up for you.
I was trying to explain to someone today that in Greece, everyone called each other a malaka because everyone's a malaka at the end of the day.
Yeah, but
tell me one person that's not a malaka.
We all are.
That's right.
And we've all been christened by the same no, we're all called Malacca. So Greece, going back 4,000 years ago, we were a very smart civilization. You can get my black book, or picture books. Where's the books? Get the book. No, I'm getting upset now because I bought the book. I carried the book. Or am I doing this wrong?
No, there's the cream book. Is the cream
cream
book?
book? The cream book. Cream book.
That's the book.
The book of love. Take some photos, my friend.
What have you got? What have you got here?
This is how we won the champion of champions. And look at the coating. This is crocodile skin. Can you?
Because that was a big part of your journey, the local business awards. How did the local business awards have an impact on your business?
I became from zero to hero, and I've won it 38 times. And they asked me to pull out because everyone's getting upset because I go, but I'm the best. It's like Verstappen. He's won, or Lewis Hamilton winning Formula One 8 years, or Schumacher or whatever. That was us. We're still there. But we pulled out for a little bit to let some other people have some glory. But now I'm back on the hunt. Why? Not sure. Because when I go out, I want to go out with a big bang.
So for you, where do you see Ocean? Do you look to keep building it up? Do you look to cash out and enjoy the
all right, how honest do you want me to be?
I want the full honesty.
Okay, I got a massive offer. And I turned around to Mary, who's been with me for 41 years. God bless her. I said, I'm not emotionally ready to walk away from this. She goes, what do you? I said, we don't need the money. She goes, yeah. I said, this is drug money, what we've been offered by a massive Greek company in seafood. I said, how about we spend another 3 million, change it around, make it the biggest and the best seafood shop there ever was. If we walk out with a gold trophy. She goes, you're already there. I said, no. I'm going to be the undisputed king when I walk away. Did you see the Tyson fight?
What was with that?
That was he could have smashed him. But he got paid 40 million to be a soft cop. Okay? You know, he could have, when Tyson went in, yeah, but that's not George. But he got 40 mil. The thing is, I want to when I walk away from Ocean Foods, I want people to remember George Oceans.
I think they already do, George. I think
I had black hair like Ari, and now I've got white hair. And I call it the mothership, Ari. I've had 5 or 6 shops running at the same time. Even with Conditis, we had businesses together. But Ramon is a mothership. And when you concentrate so hard on something as you are, when it comes time to let go of it, it's an emotional torture.
It is. You don't even think about the money. It's just.
I don't give a shit about the money.
It's like a sport.
I said to Mary, are we emotionally ready to walk away from this? She goes to me, what do you want to do? I said, well, maybe we can hang around another. She goes, you say that every year. If Isolation Foods, the next buyer will fuck it.
We can still hear you, George. We do.
Ela, vai uso mi credo.
You know what?
Yamas.
Cheers to that. Yamas.
Yamas.
Yamas. That's a wrap.
Thank you, Ari, for having
Thank
us.
you, George. Finally coming on, taking the time. I know you're a busy man to give up whatever you were doing to drive out to Parramatta and be here. I appreciate you.
I had to get my wife to drive me. I come home. I haven't been in Parramatta for 20 years.
Thank you, Marina, too.
Marina.
Thank you. Thank you for
come over. Thanks. Hello, Marina. We're still on.
We're still on.
Come.
Come over.
Come. Come here.
Marina in the house. No one's ever done this on Stories Unlocked.
Hello.
This is my beautiful wife, Marina.
I don't know what I'm looking at.
You have to look at, just look at him. Thank you for bringing me here tonight.
No problem.
We've been married about a couple of months. She's a good wife and looks after me. And she knows every night I'm on the phone buying stuff for Ocean Foods and doing business. And she goes to me, why don't you stop? Natural instinct is not to stop. So you need to learn. Business is business.
All right. Marina, George, thank you both for coming on.
No, thanks.
Thank
That's
you
a
for
wrap.
having us.
Let's go get a piece of fish. Ella,
Fish and
that's a wrap.
chips.
Thank you, George.
That's a wrap. Let's go.